The U.S. is becoming more and more diverse over the years as it allows 1 million plus immigrants into the nation yearly. In 2011, the Asian immigrant population accounted for 42% of the total immigration population. Some of the biggest problems these immigrants face are the language barrier and the clash of cultures between their native country and the U.S. Adolescents of immigrant families often find themselves at a fork between two contrasting cultures. It is important for them to understand both cultures because they are at a period where they are beginning to form their own identities. Some adolescents choose to assimilate with the mainstream culture, others choose to endorse their native culture, but for many they find a mix between both cultures. Adolescents who find a mix between both cultures are said to reach bicultural competence. Bicultural competence is composed of acculturation and enculturation. Simply put, acculturation is assimilating to the host culture and enculturation is holding onto values and behaviors of one's ethnic origins. How does this apply to adolescents of immigrants? Adolescents from immigrant families may learn a certain culture at home, but oftentimes their education is in a different environment and culture. Non-immigrant adolescents are less likely to experience conflicting cultural learning because what they learn at home usually follows the dominant mainstream culture. Adolescents experiencing two different cultures may result in cognitive dissonance. To avoid dissonance, especially for immigrants, both processes of acculturation and enculturation are important as it leads to better psychological adjustments as well as bicultural competence. The majority of the studies related to immigration focus on acculturation, but Kim Park's study looks at enculturation. One of the main characteristics of enculturation is the ability to fluently speak one's native language. Enculturation of adolescents usually occurs within the household, and there has been links between family dynamics and adolescent language patterns. Yet something is missing between family dynamics and adolescent language patterns, and the relationship is unclear. In Kim Park's study, Enculturation of Korean American Adolescents within Familial and Cultural Contexts, the mediating role of ethnic identity, Kim Park determines that ethnic identity is the mechanism that mediates the effect of family processes on acculturation. Kim Park identifies three family processes to test: parent-adolescent communication, family conflict, and family cohesion. After sampling 112 Korean American adolescents, Kim Park found that 71% of the total effect of family cohesion on adolescents' Korean language fluency was mediated by their Korean ethnic identity. Thus, adolescents with more cohesive families tended to have higher levels of Korean ethnic identity, which in turn was associated with higher levels of Korean language fluency. Family cohesion influences ethnic identity, which influences native language fluency or enculturation. This study shows that family and cultural contexts help explain Korean American adolescents' enculturation and socialization. When applying these results to the real world, people such as educators and policymakers are better equipped with how to deal with Korean American adolescents and their families. To increase native language fluency, you can either increase family cohesion or ethnic identity.